YouTube family, and welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Lauren McKinney and I love making videos about capsule wardrobing. In today's video, I want to start brainstorming my fall capsule wardrobe. Fall and winter are my favorite seasons to dress for because I think that there are just endless possibilities for layering and accessorizing. So in this video specifically, I want to cover three things. I want to talk about what is on my wish list for my fall winter capsule, what I'm decluttering or moving around in my current fall winter capsule, and what I'm especially excited to wear as the fall winter season begins. I think that going through our capsules, talking about our color scheme, talking about our wish list, and then talking about our declutter pieces really help us to prep for the upcoming season. I think that is so important. It keeps you intentional and organized. And then I think the last step of talking through the pieces that we're excited to wear really makes us look forward to dressing in our capsule and can curb any desire that you might feel to add a ton of pieces into your wardrobe right as soon as the season starts. Always remember that capsule wardrobing is a slow, ongoing process, so it's okay to take it easy. But before we get into it, I want to invite you to please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I'm really excited to be styling my fall winter capsule and sharing it with you in some upcoming videos. And I also have a really exciting but maybe unexpected collaboration coming up, so definitely stay tuned for that. If you like this kind of content, please give me a big thumbs up. It means a lot to me and it helps YouTube share my videos with other people who might enjoy it as well. Comment down below what you're most looking forward to in this fall winter season for your capsule wardrobe. Let's go ahead and get into it. So I want to start off by sharing my color scheme for the fall winter season. This year, one of my goals for my personal style has been to introduce more color into my wardrobe. So for this fall winter season, I've chosen 5 colors that I really want to be my main focus in. And of course, all of these colors will also be complemented by my All Year Basics capsule wardrobe color scheme, which has also changed. So I'll be sharing both of those. So specifically, my cold weather color palette consists of a beautiful rose color, camel color, a chocolate brown, this kind of really rich, beautiful brown, navy blue, and the light blue that I like to wear throughout the entire year. I also have this red color that, like I said, really only comes through in one holiday sweater that I've had for several years, and I like it, so I'm just gonna keep it. But it's not really meant to be in my cold weather capsule rotation, it's more just occasion wear. These colors will be supplemented by my all year color palette, which are this kind of really beautiful white or ivory, black of course, a nice warm neutral like beige or tan, that blue color once again, which is a direct repetition, and this beautiful forest green color that I am looking to implement in several places throughout all of my capsules, seasonal or all year. So now that you've seen my color scheme, you can kind of tell the direction that I'm going in when I talk about the items that are on my wish list. Because a lot of these colors in my color scheme are new, I wanted to add some pieces, whether new or secondhand, that really showcase those colors. So I have 5 current items on my wish list. These are some long-term items, some short-term items, considering that some of them are a bit more expensive and are a bit more of an investment piece. And so they may not be added this season or they might be added at the end of the season. I don't ever want to put pressure on myself to have to buy everything super fast, because when you do that, sometimes you end up over-purchasing or purchasing things that are unnecessary, which you'll see when I come to the declutter section of this video. And I like to provide some rationale for each of these pieces just so you know what I'm thinking about. So the very first item on my cold weather capsule wish list is a kind of suede or camel jacket in one of 2 silhouettes. I'm either looking at this beautiful chore jacket silhouette or this kind of moto jacket silhouette. The reason I'm going between those two is because I find that traditional non-blazer jackets tend to hit me right below the hip bone, and for somebody who is pear-shaped like I am, it really cuts me off at the widest part of my body and it's super unflattering. So the chore jacket works because it falls below the largest part of my body, right where my hips are, and so it elongates my body a little bit. And the cropped silhouette of a cropped moto jacket or something like that cuts off before my hip bones, which really helps to elongate my legs. And so both of these are creating an elongating kind of illusion, and that's what I want to do. Also, so many of my pants are high-waisted, and so I think a cropped silhouette for a jacket really just works well for my body type. That way, I'm drawing the eye to the smallest part of my waist. So yeah, between the kind of cropped moto jacket and the chore jacket silhouette, I haven't decided which one. I'm still kind of thinking about that, but I think they are just so beautiful. And like I said, I think a suede is a really gorgeous kind of fall fabric that I don't have a lot of in my wardrobe, and so I would like to implement more. I think this is a great thing to thrift or to find secondhand or to buy from an ethical company. I know that Cezanne has some beautiful ones, and so I'm definitely looking at those. The next item on my cold weather capsule wish list is a great pair of brown canvas or cotton twill pants. Now, I have a lot of denim in my wardrobe, and I'm wanting to extend out of that a little bit because I think it brings a lot of variety and dimension to your wardrobe. I also have been looking to add just more wide leg silhouettes because I really love the way that I feel in wide leg silhouettes. Like, honestly, when I put on a pair of wide leg pants, I feel like a babe, and I think that's super fun. And I think that the Everlane wide leg crop are a good example of this. They have this beautiful brown color. There are a lot of these on Poshmark, so I'll probably be looking there. I also think that the wide leg and slightly cropped silhouette looks really good with boots, and that is a staple for my cold weather capsule. This next wishlist item is one that is also on my all year basics wishlist, and it has been since I started capsule wardrobing, and that's a cardigan. And I just can't seem to find the right one. I have tried on so many and had to return them, which I don't love doing, but I also don't want to keep something that I'm not going to wear. So looking for a cropped silhouette that is slightly chunky but not overwhelming, that isn't a V-neck, but that is a crew neck silhouette. I really am looking for one of those, and I just can't find one. I just can't find one. So I'm looking for one of those, maybe in one of my fall colors, but also in maybe one of the colors in my all year basics wardrobe, simply because I can just keep it in my all year basics and wear it just more during the cold weather season. The next is a floral blouse in my fall colors. I find that floral patterns are a pattern that I just really gravitate towards, especially small ditzy patterns. I think they're stunning. And when it comes to tops, I have very few pattern tops. In fact, I don't think I have any tops that have patterns or prints or anything on them. I have one that is striped, and that's it. And so looking for a fall floral blouse, maybe one from Doan or from Christy Dawn, something that is light and flowy but has those really warm colors would be great. I could also use it to layer underneath the blazers that I already do have, or those jackets that I'm thinking of adding, and they'll go with all of the pants that I have in my cold weather capsule. And the last item on my cold weather capsule wish list is to replace an item that I am planning on parting with. In fact, almost all of these are replacing items that I have parted with or am going to part with, and it is a pair of heeled boots. And I'm still deciding whether I want these to be in a beautiful brown suede or if I want them to be in a black. But I just know that a little bit of heel can go a long way in terms of sophistication and elegance. So something that has a bit of a heel but is still comfortable, something where the shaft comes up a little bit higher on my leg than just your traditional ankle boot, just because I've had ankle boots in the past that I feel like cut me off in a weird place. So one that is a little bit higher, and preferably with a beautiful pointed or almond shaped toe. I think those are stunning. I'm having a hard time finding one. The old Everlane Western boots I think were a really great option for this, but unfortunately they don't have those anymore, and I can't find my size secondhand yet. So I'm definitely keeping my eye out. I am inspired by a little bit of a Western silhouette silhouette, but not too cowgirly because I don't want it to feel too trendy. I want it to be a more classic boot that I can wear for many, many years. So next, I want to talk about some of the items that I am either decluttering or moving to another part of my wardrobe. And these actually all connect almost directly to the items on my wish list. And I think that's kind of a good policy to have. I don't want to stick to the one in, one out policy strictly, but it's good to just be aware of the things that you're adding and the things that you're taking away, just so that you don't end up having a lot of things and then feeling overwhelmed with your closet, and before you know it, there is no point in having a capsule wardrobe because you just have a ton of stuff. Anyways, in the past year, I've had a really big shift away from gray and into more warm neutrals like tan or beige. And while I do have some gray accessories and gray pieces in my cold weather capsule, I think it's come to the point where I know that I don't wear them very often, or I don't feel very good in them when I do wear them. And so I want to be true to my own personal style and to my comfort level and move those pieces on to people who can make use of them even more. So one specific item that was in my cold weather capsule last year that I want to move on is this beautiful gray blazer. It really is a stunning piece, and I'm so lucky that I was able to find it secondhand, and I believe it's mostly wool. It's a really stunning modern fit, but unfortunately it doesn't work for my color scheme and therefore it doesn't serve a purpose in my wardrobe right now. I think it is a gorgeous piece, which is why I would like to pass it on to somebody who will wear it and who likes to wear this kind of color and that it fits in their wardrobe. So I will be listing this gray blazer on my Poshmark, which I have linked below if you're interested in any of the pieces that I mentioned here today. But yeah, it's just time to kind of part with this and move it along. The next piece is actually one that I'm kind of unsure about what to do. It's this really beautiful Cezanne button down. It's this really pretty lace detail with ruffle cuffs and a ruffle collar. And it's not that I don't like this blouse, because I do, but I have recently found that button-ups just don't serve me very well for a lot of the time. This piece, however, is just kind of a repeat piece. I have another beautiful Cezanne button down with a ruffle collar and ruffle cuffs, and I really just don't see the reason for needing more than one. And when I do want to reach for this more formal style of blouse, I reach for the other one instead of this one. I find that the other one is easier to style, it fits me a little bit better, and so I think that I'm going to stick with that one. This I might let sit in the back of my closet for a little bit just to really kind of marinate on my decision and then decide whether to list it on my Poshmark or maybe store it away or save it in my occasion wear capsule. This next piece is moving out of my cold weather capsule and into loungewear, outdoors wear, stuff like that. And I'm moving it because it really doesn't suit my color scheme at all. I rarely style it in dressed up or formal ways, and it's this great flannel. I love it. It's extremely comfortable and I really like the way that it looks on me, but I always end up wearing it to go on hikes or to go on a picnic or something like that, instead of actually styling for my daily wear. And so instead of keeping it in my capsule and just letting it sit there and not let it being worn, I'm going to go ahead and move it, and hopefully it will get a lot more wear that way. And I can create less visual clutter in my cold weather capsule. This next piece is actually already listed on my Poshmark, and it is the Acne Jensen boots. Such a beautiful classic silhouette that will last you forever because of the cobbled nature of the leather. It's very hard for it to look worn in or old, but the shaft of the boot just doesn't suit me, and the pointed toe is a little bit too small for my feet. I bought these secondhand, and I think I may have accidentally purchased a size down, which is a shame because I really did pay a pretty penny for these, but these are on sale on Poshmark. I wore them for a season and just haven't found much use for them outside of that, and I'm ready to part with them and replace them with something that I will wear much, much more. And this last piece that I'm kind of confused about is this blue cashmere sweater. It's a gorgeous sweater, but I think that when it comes to sweaters, I always opt for more oversized and chunky fits because it helps to balance out my proportions. I have a couple of sweaters that I like to use for layering or that I like to tuck in or use as basics, especially during the winter season, but I just don't reach for this one. While it is a really beautiful piece, I have another blue sweater that I wear so much more. So this one I think I'm also gonna let marinate a little bit to figure out what to do with it, and then I'll decide whether to list it on my Poshmark or to keep it in my occasion wear capsule. These next pieces that I'm going to share are ones that I absolutely cannot wait to wear for this season. So the first one I'm actually wearing in today's video. It's this beautiful, it's a little bit longer than a traditional short sleeve shirt, and it's this beautiful rose color shirt from Cezanne. It is part of their pre-autumn collection, but for me who lives in Southern California, it is both perfect, one, for the transition, but it's also great for layering because it's very rare that I have to wear a sweater and then wear a jacket on top of the sweater, at least in Southern California. So this actually really suits my climate. I love the texture of it because it's this beautiful ribbed texture. The buttons add both interest in that I can wear them buttoned all the way up, or I can unbutton them a little bit and create more of a V-neck silhouette if that's what I'm going for. So this piece I'm really excited to wear on repeat. It's super easy to throw on and it goes with everything in my capsule. So I'm very excited to style this shirt. The next piece also falls into this kind of beautiful rose color that I'm trying to implement in my cold weather capsule this season, and it is my Doan dress. Now, I have already broken out this dress and worn it once before the cold weather season because I just really wanted to wear it, but I can't wait to wear it even more. It also has this really pretty blue and this really pretty tan color in it, so it suits all of the colors in my capsule, and of course has a beautiful ruffle detail on the sleeves, on the collar, and a really nice pin tuck detail over the bust. And so, like I said, I just absolutely cannot wait. This dress is one of my favorite pieces that I've ever added, and I can't wait to wear it in a both formal manner and in a more casual manner as well. Whether that means with sneakers or with boots, or maybe that chore jacket that I talked about earlier, just really excited to style it. And the next piece that I'm really excited to wear for this upcoming season is this pair of blue corduroys. And I'm so excited to break these out. I have loved corduroy for a really long time. And I think that the kind of soft, shiny texture of corduroy makes it feel both really festive, but you can also style it with rose or with camel. I think there are just endless possibilities for this, whether you wear it with heeled boots and dress it up, or you can wear it with sneakers and a sweater and dress it down. I just love these. And again, they're in that wide leg silhouette that I always gravitate towards, that I think is super flattering on my body type. So really stoked to wear these this season. And the last piece that I'm super excited to style for the fall winter season are a pair of boots that I just come back to time and time again. And those are my lace-up boots. Now last year I did create a whole video about how to style lace-up boots, which I'll link up here if you're interested in that. But these are a silhouette that I think are extremely timeless. They're in this beautiful rich chocolate brown that I think is gorgeous and suits so many pieces in my capsule. Whenever I want to wear boots, these are the boots that I reach for. Really excited to pair them with more feminine colors and pieces, but also really excited to play into the almost toughness or grittiness that comes with them. Thanks so much for joining me for today's video. I hope that I've shared a practice and a process that can inspire you as you begin to brainstorm and think about your own cold weather or fall capsule wardrobe. Just a reminder to please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I have a lot of exciting content coming up. Give this video a big thumbs up if you liked it and you would like to see more videos like this. And don't forget to comment down below what piece you're most looking forward to wearing for the cold weather season. It's been an absolute honor to spend this time with you today, and I hope you have a great rest of your week. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!